Hey guys, so this is part 3 of the War Attack Instructional, and I did want to mention something very important that I've been noticing for a very long time, ever since I've been playing this game, is that when you attack a defense team, like for example this one, and you know you're not going to beat it, but you were able to do a nice amount of damage to Elmist, Mildred, or Alia, which usually is she is the #1 target. If you see that you did that good amount of damage, leave the fight. That is something that nobody tells you to do, but you do have that option. If you see things that are not going the right way, and you're able to actually take life from one of these enemies, go for it. Especially if you're fighting a very strong enemy, but you manage to activate all your skills, and you're able to take 50% or 25% out of Alia, and you know that when she starts healing, you're pretty much lost. Go and leave the fight. There's no shame on doing that, especially versus these very powerful whale powerful teams like 220, 240, 270 sometimes. So if you're able to do some damage, leave. Because I've seen so many people just going in, doing some damage, and then continuing the fight up until they die and doing zeros in war. I've seen it so many times. It's not good, guys. So if you have that opportunity, take it. Even if it's just 1, 2, 3 points, little by little, you will be able to take out these strong teams if you do this. Very important, especially if you're using the Alden team. The Alden team, you're gonna shoot the 3 times, and whatever life you take out of them, just leave the fight there as well. I've seen it many times, and a lot of players who have been very successful in taking out really powerful teams this way as well. So anyhow, next I'll be talking about my thoughts about different heroes that you can actually eliminate, pretty much my general thoughts, and also I'll be speaking about the fields, how to attack these fields specifically in war as well. Alright, go ahead. So yeah, from here on out, I have to check the other teams that I'm actually fighting here, which are the problem heroes again. I have to check if the enemies have +3 weapons. Malford +3 weapon is very important. Never bring Mildred versus Malford +3 or Alden team. Or if you do, you're gonna get destroyed. So don't do that. But usually a purple team will do pretty good here, for sure. But the main hero that you have to actually kill as soon as possible, in my opinion, is going to be Deetlight here, because he's going to do a lot of damage and bring a bunch of shields, so he has to go as soon as possible. And after that, here Palmyra. If you kill these 2 heroes over here, this team is over, pretty much after that, because these are the 2 damage dealers in this situation. So over here, this new hero I definitely want to see in action for sure. Very, very nice. But here our problem heroes are definitely going to be this hero over here, Holmes. If Holmes is alive for a very good amount of time, your team is dead straight off the bat, because Elma is gonna go off, and then she goes off. If this one goes off at +5, crit damage, yeah, that's going to destroy your whole team. So you have to make sure that this enemy is neutralized as soon as possible with a good team there. Let's see, Kyo here. Kyo is usually an incredibly powerful team builder here. So let's see here. He used the Alpha and Malfour combo here. So this is going to be a problem team to take out, especially here with Damon. You definitely want Damon dead as soon as possible. And here yellow would have been amazing because he chose to put the energy weapon here. But yeah, with Alpha and good old Malfour here with the +3 weapon is going to be a big problem there. So in this situation, I would try to kill the hero that it's easiest to kill as soon as possible, and that's probably going to be Leticia first. Killing Leticia first and trying to kill Malfour. I'm sorry, Damon here. And or try to kill Damon as soon as possible. It is possible because he does have the energy weapon, and he is a slow hero. And I'm naturally surprised to see that he doesn't have so much defense. So, if with a good team, you are able to kill Damon as soon as possible. So once Damon is done, you can try to kill any one of these heroes. I would probably recommend Letitia here for sure. This third team here, There's no real strategy here except really good heroes attacking, but I'm not sure why Mildred is here. So anyhow, in this team here, I would definitely try to kill first. Depending on the hero that I'm using, is Thor or Elmas. Elmas is an incredibly problematic hero. If he survives a long time, he actually has the mana weapon here, which is disgusting, but good because you'll be able to kill him a lot easier with many teams, really. Because if he'd had the Alia's weapon, he would have been a lot harder to kill for sure. Yeah, he's gonna go off a lot, but he's gonna die a lot easier there. So that's really nice. Elmist, Idritha, if she becomes a problem, but I don't think she's gonna be a big problem there. If Elmist is dead, she's pretty much dead. But if you don't have damage share, you may want to kill Idritha first. There for sure. Alrighty. Let's see here. Does he have the weapon of... Oh my god, I want to see this fight. +3 weapon on Garabeth. That is amazing. So for I've heard tales that Garabeth, if you attack her first, your hero is literally dead. So you may want to leave her last, or So I still think that first you have to kill here, good old Deetlight first, and then probably Palmyra. And be very careful with this one, because she dies. Yeah, that's gonna be funny. I'm definitely gonna be checking out this fight. Here on the last team. Okay, so if you have teams that have a lot of damage share, like Isadora and Valerie teams like this, you have to bring a Dispeller. Palmyra, Elmist, pretty much, those are pretty much the main dispellers there in the game, for sure. So usually I'm probably gonna bring a blue team. If I fight a team like this, probably gonna bring the blue team with Palmyra, taking out a problem hero like, for example, Thor first with blue, and just targeting with Palmyra first, and then using other heroes to take him out as soon as possible. There. That's pretty much it. And make sure that never try to bring a yellow team versus Loki, because if Loki is a yellow team destroyer, so I don't recommend bringing Loki. Bringing a yellow team versus a team that has Loki for sure. So not a lot of options here on F4. Usually on F4 you're gonna see a lot of incredibly powerful Thors with crit weapons. So in that case, you can try to bring in a team with good damage share with Isadora to survive there. And do remember that it doesn't matter which field you're attacking. Remember that whatever buffs you get from those specific fields, you're gonna get it on your attack team as well. So if you're attacking an F4, if your heroes get less life while you're attacking, you're also gonna do a lot of damage as well. Pretty incredible amounts of damage actually. So keep that in mind when you're attacking an F4, because if you have a Thor that has really low life in your team when you're attacking and you go off, that's gonna be disgusting. They're gonna feel it for sure. So yeah. And if you bring like Luna to revive your heroes and things like that, that's gonna be very powerful in F4 when you're attacking. So I highly if you're having problems with F4, do that. Revival heroes that do a lot of damage and things like that. It's gonna be pretty crazy here. If you're attacking on F1, remember that heals are not going to be working, but you will be doing a lot of damage. But when you're attacking, you have to bring in heroes that have shield weapons equipped. That's a mandatory if you're fighting an F1. That because the enemy that is defending, they're definitely gonna have shield weapons. So you're gonna definitely gonna need to have shield weapons because you're not gonna be healing for sure. And on F2, pretty much use the tricks that I already showed you. Do your attacks, wait a turn, wait for the shields to disappear, and then attack again. Because at the next turn, those shields that they actually get, that they stack over and over, is going to disappear in the next turn when you're attacking here. And only do this if it's necessary. But most of the time I've seen player complain of, oh, it's so many shields, it's impossible to... No, you just have to wait one turn and they're dead, pretty much. On F3 here, definitely try to use teams that are powerful with the buffs, for sure. Isadora, pretty much all the teams from her faction are very powerful here. Luna is pretty amazing here as well. Heroes that give debuffs, like Mary is amazing here. Because if you leave it for a very long time, she's going to actually accumulate damage for even 5 turns. Pretty amazing stuff. And a bunch of other heroes that actually get a bunch of buffs from here. See Isadora here. Cathbat is amazing here as well. Damage share is Isadora, Valerie. Pretty amazing stuff here. So you definitely have a lot of options here for sure. And F5, it's pretty much the same. The thing is that once somebody attacks once, you have to check the name and search it over here to see what they're actually using. But if you're attacking the very first time against this team, yeah. Good luck. So if there's gonna be powerful teams here, you're gonna have to actually use teams that are good generally. Like purple team is generally incredibly powerful team. They dispel, they cleanse, they do a bunch of things. So general teams that do everything are good on F5 versus teams that are very powerful. So definitely do that if you're attacking for the very first time here. So yeah, that's pretty much my main ideas on attacking. Remember to check out my video for better boards and war instructional and things like that, because there I explain how to actually use the board for your own advantage to actually beat enemies using the board, like turtling, connecting boards at the top, connecting boards at the bottom. That will give you much more probabilities to actually beat your enemies. And wait for the perfect moment and strike at those alias. I say alias because alias is pretty much the problem hero in general in wars. So if there's alias, we gotta kill him, guys. We gotta kill him. Alright, I hope this helps, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.